Hello, and welcome to Cardboard Decoy Plays Cave Story, Episode 1. There's not an intro to this video so much, and that's mostly because I don't think it really needs one. I realize this is kind of an older game, and it's been remade to death multiple times at this point. Well, I guess maybe not. If you count the DS version, and this is the version by Nicholas, famed developer of remade games that were once independent projects and then brought into the fore, as it were. But yeah, so this game has got a pretty simple setup. It's a 2D platforming, side-scrolling, shoot 'em up, bullet hell-ish at times kind of game, and it's super fun. It's got a great history behind it. It was originally made by a single guy over the space of like 3 or 4 years, and to this just brilliant little game that got a whole lot of very much so deserved acclaim. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump into it. I've got 3 new save files. I've played it many times. Oh, here we go. I'm too afraid. I'm too afraid to. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and go for original difficulty. I played it on easy earlier, and I'm not so sure if that's gonna be too terribly fun to watch, so we'll at least do this. If I feel like playing it again, then maybe I'll try one of the harder difficulties, or, you know, speed run it or something like that. So we start out with Cosmo here, and he's apparently trapped in a room. If you're not familiar with this game, shame on you. You should really be playing this. It's brilliant. Oh, hey, my outfit changed. Okay, I had a yellow outfit on before, and I was like, what's going on? I guess that must be a difficulty thing. So there's your save, life refill in whatever you want to call it. And we have no weapon to start. This is a little bit unfortunate. So I am playing this with a controller. It's not an Xbox controller. I found a nifty little PS2 to USB converter, which works fairly well, except if you see like press button something, I might have to stop and look and see what that's supposed to mean exactly, because it doesn't say like square, X, triangle, circle. It just says numbers. All the buttons are assigned to a specific number, and it's not always clear, but I did take my old PS2 controller here and paint the numbers on them for which one's which. So, there we go. Now we have a weapon. Hooray! Weapon! And then we cut away to Cosmo again. Okay. One Sue found. Sue, answer me. They're looking for you. Are you asleep or what? Your brother is so lonely. I don't want to know what that's supposed to imply. We got a sleeping old guy here. We just stole your gun. Sorry about that. Something tells me he'll forgive us later. There we go. Alright, and now we can get our little power-ups. More run-throughs of what's going on with this game. The little triangles actually level up the power of your weapon, so I am going to go out of my way to kill everything here so I get a powered-up laser and make things a little bit easier on myself. Okay. But yeah, so in case you are actually wondering what happened to FTL, I decided to go ahead and put brakes on it because I was starting to get really tired of it. But not to say I won't ever play it again. It's just definitely, it was getting on my nerves just a little bit, and I wanted to play a game with an actual definite end. There's 2 types of Let's Play videos. There's the infinite procedurally generated, insanity, action, city building, etc. kind of playthrough, and then there's the actual linear, story-based action and adventure kind of playthrough, and I needed to try one of these because I'm already playing Prison Architect, One Way Heroics, and FDL, and I realized I didn't want to totally pigeonhole myself. So even though I realized at the time of this recording I have like 0 views on anything, and yes, I am kind of glossing over the story here. This is, well, I'll get to that, but yeah, I don't want to get completely pigeonholed into playing only procedurally generated murder holes, dungeons, whatever you want to call them, and show maybe a little variety in the things I like to do. I guess I could also play Rogue Legacy for this kind of a deal, but that's kind of been done to death, and it does have some watchability to it, and I might do a series on that whenever I feel like doing a throwback or something like that. But I wanted to start with this because this is by far one of my most favorite games to play. Period. And I already know how to play it. I played it ages ago whenever it was still free and a completely independent project, where you could just get it for free, and the resolution, which is available in this game, you could set the options to actually show it with the original presentation in mind. And yeah, I played that originally on keyboard, no controllers used. beat hell, did all of that, and it's actually been a while since I've really sat down and honestly played through this game, so that's what I wanted to do, and I wanted to share it with all of you. And so yeah, but yeah, that was my other point, is at this point in time I realized nobody else is watching it, so if nothing else, I will be able to just sort of display the kind of games I like to play, and these sort of platforming, shoot 'em up, Metroidvania style, so on and so forth type of games are right up my alley. I like them a lot. So we're in the shack. Let's go back to what's going on. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, we're trying to find this little guy here. This is Toroko. And, yeah, he's being picked on because they need to capture people, and they're looking for Sue, who Kazuma is also looking for. And Toroko knows where Sue is, and they want to find Sue, so he's kind of a target at this point. And here's Balrog. It's the intro to Balrog. And then also Misery. If I'm going really fast. Well, yeah. Oh, that was the other point I wanted to make. This is also an experiment in sort of playing a game with this kind of linear storyline. FTL kind of has a storyline, but it's a very, very broadly reaching... I'm going to go ahead and not fight Balrog here, because there's no benefit to it, and I always thought it was funny that you could just skip the first boss fight there. Okay, but yeah. As far as playing games with a storyline goes, I really think most stories should be experienced firsthand. And I don't want to necessarily dissuade anybody from doing that. I mean, I don't have any data to back this up or anything, but it's kind of one of those, if I'm scrolling through the text too fast, you can pause, because it's on YouTube. And if you really want to get immersed into the story, I think you're much better served by actually purchasing the game and then going through like that. I want to focus mostly on gameplay in these sorts of videos, especially since I started playing Dark Souls and I realized the original Dark Souls maybe doesn't translate so well as a video format. I hate this guy, this little frog dude, in the sense that, you know, you can sit there and play it and the controls are kind of on PC. I haven't tried setting it up for controller yet, to be honest, but that's neither here nor there at this point in particular. So here's where we find Arthur's grave. Here rests the true Amiga hero, and we found Arthur's key. Perfect. But yeah, no, and also I've never played it before, and it's extremely atmospheric, and the story is incredibly intense, and I really wanted to like experience that firsthand. But that's all leading up to the idea that I want to play through Dark Souls 2 and then join that bandwagon. And I'm still kind of debating over whether or not do I actually want to just play it through straight and then play it through on YouTube, because the last thing I want to do is totally wreck a narrative for myself. There's a lot of games out there that I would feel really sad having to try to comment over for the entire time. And it's not like I can't do post-commentary. I understand that much, but I don't know. It's different whenever you're trying to perform and create airtime, as opposed to like the first time you play through something, you do a lot of exploration and kind of going through the motions of how you play casually, right? And I played a very specific, hold on, these buttons. Okay, there we go. I play in kind of a very thorough manner where I go through, I experiment with things, like just figuring out the keyboard and mouse control scheme on Dark Souls was kind of an absolute labor of love. I don't think many people should ever have to do that, but I did because I really wanted to play the game and see what was going on, and that took me like 3 hours, and that's not good watching, really. Then I realized, yeah, I could always edit down videos for time, or cut it to only, or sort of play through and get used to it first, but by then I've already invested like 4 or 5 hours in some storyline and everything else. I don't know. Maybe it's a silly complaint, but there's definitely some games, like I'm also playing Valda's Story, and Valda's Story maybe doesn't have the most in-depth, tear-jerking sort of story to it, but it's one of those games where I really want to play it online and show off on my channel, but at the same time I want to play through the story and kind of let myself get lost in the narrative, and I don't think I'm going to be very well served by trying to comment over it while I'm doing that at the same time. So, either way, here we are in the Egg Corridor. This is our first true side-scrolling sort of level here. And hey, we found a rabbit with a scar on her forehead. How do I know it's a her? It's because I've played this game like 8 million times. Yeah. To be honest, though, I haven't actually played through this game to completion in quite some time. So I think I remember what it is I'm supposed to do. I am going to go through and try to do a hell run on this. Last time, it took me like, or the first time I played hell, it took me like 2 hours to just figure out, you know, what can be played in only a couple minutes to try and beat it. Hell is just absolutely difficult in this game. And going through and fighting, what's his face? I can't remember at the moment. Balos. There we go, yeah. It's like Balrog? No, that's something different. I like how my achievement there in the corner is still counting across multiple games of collecting heart containers, so I guess that's nice. Let's see. I have not gotten the... Am I skipping anything? I really don't want to. Hold on. Make sure I'm not missing one of these little eggs over here. No. Okay. So... But yeah, this game, like I've said, I've played it a million times. I know the narrative front to back, by heart, etc. I'm not too worried about playing it. If you really want to get into the storyline, I definitely suggest you pick it up, play it. It's a great game. It is a little difficult depending on how familiar you are with this particular format of games, but don't let that scare you off. There is an easy mode, and easy mode was pretty easy. It is a Metroidvania style game with a little bit of backtracking and item collection elements to it, but realistically it's not that big of a deal. I mean, if you're at all familiar with this sort of side-scrolling action shooter, then this game shouldn't pose too much difficulty. I mean, I don't want you to think that it's easy, but it definitely has its own curve, and I happen to like these games a lot, so what may be something that just took me, you know, a few days to pick up, or an hour or two to get the hang of, might take you longer or less time, or whatever, depending on what your particular affinity is. Excuse me. Alright, now there's some things going on in this computer room. It's basically a hint as to where the egg is that we're supposed to go into that has the gate unlock in it. So one of the eggs has a computer console that's going to unlock the door for us at the end of this level. And no big deal, basically. Although I do want to post some sort of how-to video. I realize I don't have a lot of originality on my channel yet, as of this writing, and I haven't really gotten in the habit of doing reviews or anything like that. And honestly, it's been one of the harder things to actually do, is figure out how to allot my playtime for stuff like Let's Look At, or, you know, backlog, other shows that I want to try to do. There we go. So that's the egg we need. Insert key card, moving along. And there was a fence there, but you can't see it because I already opened it. Didn't even get to use a sprite. Oh, whoa, that's not the button I wanted. That's right, I need R. I want to level up these missiles a little bit really quick. There we go, Advanced Strats 101. Level up missiles. Oh man. Oh man. I'm not going to be able to level up missiles. Okay, there we go. Exciting. Alright, that's missiles level 2. That's enough to do some pretty serious hurting on this boss coming up. So here's this beastie bunny with the tie. Very important test. Very important. Won't let anyone near them. We're just going to unload the shit on him and do an incredible amount of damage. And we got one missile left. Ah, wrong button again. I don't know why I keep thinking triangle's going to switch my weapons out, but... C'est la vie. C'est la vie. And we're going to absolutely beat him up. And the shots that come out of his mouth can be shot down. Super simple. Excellent. Is this monster bunny turned into normal bunny? Igor has been defeated at least. Well, we took care of that. Can't talk to him. Something seems weird there. Ouch. Whoa there! I haven't lost yet. I'm gonna take it serious now. I got knocked out by that monster. Did you save me? I did yes before, and she was very indignant, and I can take care of myself, so let's see what happens if I say no. You're no help. Well, it's less text. I guess if I was speedrunning, that would be important. Alright. So, I can't remember how long it took me to originally beat this game, or how long the average actually is, but I imagine I could probably get this done in about 12 episodes or less. That's maybe not what I'm maybe shooting for, is a little much of a overstatement, but I can definitely think that it shouldn't take that long. It's not going to be like a Prison Architect or an FTL where I could play the same game for months worth of episodes and all will be well and there's still content. I mean, it's got a very definite, clear end, and there's a lot of challenges and things that I can do, and maybe some speed running, and that would be really cool and all, but it remains to be seen if I feel motivated enough to do that. Maybe I'll join the cave story. Whoa, jeez. Okay, hold on. I'm getting attacked by crap. I'm losing my concentration here. But yeah, like cave story speedrun community. Is there still one of those? I'm sure there is. Speedrunning communities seem to have like this incredible longevity for an online community, or in a particular set or type of online community at that. Let's go ahead and save. Another thing I would not be doing if I was speedrunning is saving, because it's like, well, if you die, that's going to be a big problem, so you just play till you die. Let's see. I suppose, like, as far as guides and speedrunning and talking about all these kind of fancy things I could be doing that I feel fairly confident of being able to do, if not immediately, then over time, for sure, then, you know, actually doing sort of a guide on locations for items. I know those have been done, but I feel like a lot of those videos don't explain a whole lot and kind of the process behind it and lead the viewer to be able to kind of get an idea of how the design works and what to expect when you're kind of doing those things. I mean, not to toot my own horn, and I'm probably like egregiously wrong in everything I'm about to say, but I feel like I have this kind of innate sense of what game designers are going for in a lot of cases, but you know, that's open to interpretation and not at all like a final statement on the thing. I don't know if I actually do have an idea or not. It just seems like there's a lot of times I've got a friend of mine who's often frustrated by games and is just like, this, I don't understand why you like this game so much whenever this is going on. And I'm like, oh no, it's obvious if you think about it this way. It's not the standard, you know, kind of EA, Activision, Blizzard. I mean, every gaming company has its own kind of design parameters for how a game flow works or how a game is kind of constructed and how they lead players and that kind of a deal, and tutorializations and all these kind of good, interesting aspects to game design, and every company does it a little differently, and you kind of have to go through this entire taxonomy of game history in order to kind of understand what were they going for, what conventions are they adhering to. My friend had the tragic non-benefit of being raised without consoles, so he missed out on a lot of that early convention setting. Oh yay, that is Sue. So Sue found her brother. One's a human, one's a rabbit. Oh, that's the plot thickens. Found the dragon eggs. Is Mom with you? Door is jammed and I can't get out of here. I'm still in a shelter-looking sort of room. By the way, the code that you need to teleport is Bushlands. Try searching from there, and no, Mom isn't with me. I'm afraid she might be with the doctor. Are any of these flying dragon eggs ready to hatch? About ready to hatch yet? I found one that's almost ready to hatch, but it's locked up with a password. Can we do something about that? Retrieving information for Kazuma. Complete. Bushland structure deed. Currently searching for functional teleporters. Preparing connection with Bushlands. And yeah, she's gonna go help him. Roger that. Bring some food. And Sue disconnected before she could hear him whine about being hungry. Welcome back. Uh-oh. King found her. Oh no! Yeah, so they took Sue. Sue's the one the doctor's looking for. They took Toriko by accident. And Sue. Jeez, so harsh. Some merciless bunny people. Okay, so let's go find Sue in the prison. I think there's some plot extrapolation that has to happen here. Exposition. Extrapolation, exposition. I hate you. Yeah. Okay. And on the opposite end of my statements about being immersed in the story, replaying a game over and over again also results in this, where it's just sort of like, yeah, I get it. Okay, moving on. Wait, what is up here? I forgot. Is this the graveyard? Oh no, this is the farm. That's right. There's actually health up here. Yay! No, not the red flowers. Foreshadowing. Interesting. Yeah, there's life over here. Okay, I definitely want to grab that. I am not super 3 hit points only pro yet. That'd be kind of fun. Maybe, once again, a future video of some sort, where I'll have to do a sort of post-commentary kind of deal, or just die a lot and take forever. Okay, let's get the plot exposition done. Kidnapped her instead. She treated me so well. And I have no idea. You can go my place. Bushlands. Okay, so she gave us our mission, which I think we could have just skipped over talking there about that, but whatever. It's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and save. And that's going to end it for this episode. So, yeah, I hope you like Cave Story. If you don't know if you like Cave Story, you should absolutely go out and find it. Support Nicholas. Support Pixel. There we go. Studio Pixel. Pixel is the handle of the guy who originally made the game. I can't remember his actual name because it's Japanese and my brain isn't partitioned off for that just yet. Either way, I hope you enjoyed. Next stage, we will be going to the Bushlands. So tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel, you'll see this exact same scene going on, and we will move on to the next phase. I hope you enjoyed this video and the ones to come, so please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you later. Have fun.